All the hard work he has been putting in has not gone unnoticed. It has attracted the attention of one of the team's top players, who knows the importance of helping teammates take that next step.
The calendar reads 2026. It is Week 18, the final week of the regular season. Every game on the schedule is a division battle, and this is one of the best. The Seahawks and 49ers come your way next. On the visitors' sideline, Seahawks head coach Mike Macdonald. His guys appear to have figured things out as of late, 4-2 over their last 6 games. Opposite him, the Niners' Kyle Shanahan. His guys ready to feed off the... Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Look good on their opening drive. Remember, he capped it off with that nice touchdown run to get him on the board. Now we'll see what they can do here. Drive number 2 as they start out 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Seahawks first down.
Back to throw now on first down. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
On play action, they'll throw. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. The play action fake, they'll look to throw. Stiff-armed him. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the Seahawks offense now. They get set to go back to work. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3.
Not one that I've ever met.
It's a gain of 11. And the Seahawks first down.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. From the 46, here's second and 9. They'll set up to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. How to approach this. Third down and 16 yards to go. He'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. First and 10.
Back to throw here. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
16 more yards. That's another Seahawks first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And that's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with the first down. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
And the Seahawks first down.
And Walker once more. And he stopped immediately there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second.
Back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so. A field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's thrown for a touchdown pass, and he's run for one so far.
When you're able to watch a guy perform at a high level and do it in multiple ways, arm, legs, he really helps his team in a big way. You got to think that they feel great about where they are in this ball game. They feel even better about him leading their team.
Now he's hoping to put them into a better spot after this drive.
5 yards on the play.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. And they'll come up second and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third, and he can't escape, and down he goes.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
We get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's thrown for a touchdown. He also ran for a touchdown, so they have to count for a guy that can do a little bit of both.
And because of that, that puts a defense back on its heels. Because normally you just think, okay, he's going to throw the ball. Let's tee off, put a little extra pressure on him. But when he's able to either escape or run with the ball and design plays, that really changes what you try and do on defense.
Yeah, you certainly can't forget about the arm, that's for sure. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
That's another Seahawks first down.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Seahawks first down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 49ers.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Pass caught, Arroyo right side.
He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
They're going to look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First down. First and goal, Seattle.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Cooper Kupp
From 3 yards out.
And the Seahawks are able to widen their advantage.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had to
12 there on the reception, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll drop to throw.
Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's good for the Seahawks. First down.
Here's Walker.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The tackle made at the 6 yard
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
They'll set up a throw. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Seahawks. Marquez Valdez-Scantling from 6 yards away.
And the Seahawks are able to add on to their first. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's already accounted for 4 touchdowns in this first half, 3 in the air, 1 on the ground as his guys start with a first down.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now back to throw. Going up top for Kupp. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And the Seahawks, first down.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
That's another Seahawks.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick slant to Valdez-Scantling. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
12 more yards. That's another
Back to throw again. He finds Smith-Njigba. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. End zone call. Touchdown, Seattle. Gerald Everett, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to stretch out their lead. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. Now we'll see what this seed the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Looking to throw. A little short pass. This is Everett. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
a 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Gerald Everett with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th. Come the Seahawks now set to take over on offense.
And, you know, they're still very much in the driver's seat, but this second half, this offense has not looked as crisp as the first half, and now with a touchdown that just happened against them, I don't know, things are a little more interesting right now.
And so often
And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. It's their quarterback, 70 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. We've seen this already from him in this game. 2nd time he's into the end zone with a rushing touchdown.
So the head coach is going to have a meeting with the owner this week. You know why? He's got to let the owner know, I know you wrote the check for his arm, but we're going to make him a part of our running game too. This guy can do it all. Let's see where he takes us.
And out now come the Seahawks.
If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll start out with great field position. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there's a 49er who's...
And Charles, in this one, the fourth quarter.
The Seahawks game is over, but his work isn't done yet. After a full season of playing together as a group, it's time to take stock of what this team has become since Week 1.